Parama Chaitanya was never that active, which is started since my birth, I should say, when Kruta Yuga started. At this time, you had to have your realization. That was decided by the divine collectivity, you can call it. All the gods, goddesses, all of them decided to put this work on somebody whom they thought to be very capable. So they said, we all will be with you, entirely with you. All our powers will be with you. But you take up this job now, in this Kali Yuga, to transform human beings. In a way, human beings are more difficult than animals because they have their own freedom. And they have been given this freedom to achieve their final freedom. In their freedom, the way they behave is something very surprising. How they go completely out of control and try to do things which are so destructive. Of course, in Kali Yuga it was predicted in India, but I think they could not predict what would happen in America or what would happen in the Western countries, where people have freedom just to destroy themselves. And they are finding new methods of destroying themselves. This tendency cannot be curbed, cannot be stopped by Adi Shakti or by God Almighty, because you have been given the freedom to ruin yourself, spoil yourself, and to go to hell. That cannot be controlled by any divine power. Divine power also respects your freedom. So the divine collectivity thought, are we going to completely ruin the creation of Adi Shakti? Are we going to completely destroy whatever she has created and then recreate something better? This was the discussion going on. And most of them were so fed up with the human beings, especially with the Western freedom, that they said these people want hell. And why should we give them the heavens? This is not proper. So, first thing Adi Shakti did was to create a seeking in them. She created this desire to seek. And so these people belonging to this culture, which was so destructive, started seeking. And when the seeking started, also, as usual, in the market there were many others who came forward to give answers to their seekings. They had to go to various cults and things and false people and all that, because they had no way to know. But if they had read some books of enlightened people, like Kabir, like Nanak, even Gnostics, their scriptures, anything like that, they would have understood what is the truth and where to find it and how to find it. It is a big struggle, I find, between the people who are seekers and those who are not at all seekers. They don't want to know. And they can never be seekers. I can assure you that some of them will never think of seeking. They'll get possessed, they'll have diseases, they'll have earthquakes, they'll have anything. They will never seek. Even if they get diseases, they'll say, oh, we are martyrs. We are doing great work. Such stupidity has come into their heads that they think by doing these wrong things, we are going to be saved. And this stupidity comes through the perverted brains. And this perverted brain acts when people are free to use. I just don't know why don't they see around and see for themselves what is happening? So to expect that the whole world will go to heaven is absolutely not possible. It's not possible. It cannot.